to another edition of Sports Desk. I'm your host, Carl Dubscotliff. Joining me later with my co-host, Paul on the Ball. In the studios this evening, we're going to talk a little bit about car show. We have the guys from the Bmsa crew here. We have no strangers to the television set. They've been here all the time. We have Roy and Alex. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
I know you guys had a big show, the Carnival. I understand that you were telling me that it got rained out. I wasn't here for the show, so fill me in on what's going on and why you guys are here.
Okay, well, it was supposed to be a 2-day show, the Saturday and the Sunday, but due to the weather, the Saturday got rained out completely. But thanks to the good Lord, He let us have it the Sunday, and it was a great day on the Sunday. Started a little late because of the school was wet, but it completely dried up, let's say about 1, 2 o'clock, and the show started. But we had to carry it down a little bit later than we expected, because we didn't prepare for the lights. And so thank God to Miss Bradford, Janice Bradford, and people at the recreation ground. They turn on the lights by the recreation ground and give us some lights on the school. So, and the police gave us a little escort there with some lights there too. So it came off. We completed about 8:39 because the cars them for St. Croix and St. Thomas had to catch a badge for 9:30. But
so you had so much of a rush show.
A rush, yeah. It was a 2-day show in a half a day.
Okay, so how was the turnout?
The turnout was great. The public supported us well. On the one event day, all was kind of mushy. They really turned out and gave us the support we needed.
Okay, so what was the highlight of the show this year?
The highlight of the show was the amount of overseas cars came. We had close to about 23 cars from St. Croix and about 8 from St. Thomas. And the guys them what was here was really hype up to beat those guys from St. Croix and St. Thomas in the song and the show part.
Okay, well, I guess you have some results for us or some
well,
information.
To an extent, we have some. That's one of the reasons we're here tonight to with the song part. St. Croix went the song part. They went because it was a new thing we introduced to the BVI. It's called DB Drag.
DB Drag.
It was something new. We never did it here before. We are accustomed to Ayahuasca and Mecca. So the guys them tried something called DB Drag, and St. Croix, they won it. Tatola came second. So it's had different categories. But in the overall, Tatola got the most of the winnings. But the main thing was St. Croix won the main SPL part of it.
Okay, well, folks, if you're just joining us in the studios, we have both Alex and Roy from the BMSA show. We're live on air. If you guys want to contact us, the number is on the screen, 541-7541. If you want to send us a text, it's the same number. If you want to join in the conversation. Now, Alex. Yes.
The DB Drag aspect of it, just to go into detail, actually the cars lined up just as a drag race, but they were competing sound. One would play the music on one side, same disc, and the other did the same. And had 2 screens. It was just phenomenal. It was different.
So was the folks from here and with the understanding of this is what?
Yeah, we gave everybody I sent out emails and I gave the rule book for 2 months in advance. Because it was something new, so everybody had the rules. Some of the guys didn't like it because it was something new, but they had a 2 months advance with all the rules and had meetings, about 3 different meetings with St. Thomas and Tatola guys. The St. Croix guys, I sent them one time and they went ahead from there and contacted people them and asked their own questions. But it was something new, but the guys them, it was new, but still they had time to prepare themselves somewhat.
So are you saying that this is the way forward we should be looking for when it comes to the sound off?
Not really, because at the end of the day, they have some technical difficulties in between it. And I understand what some of the guys them were saying after the show. It's like the shows them, the cars them have to be built in a different spec. Because these guys for years have been going with Mecca and Ayahuasca rules. All of a sudden you change to one rule, it's hard for the guys. Because you're you're putting your cars them to a test more 3 or 4 different times with the bass. And the guys them haven't built the cars for that. One flat boom, and they will decide yes or no. With that you have to go 3 or 4 rounds. Although you have a high score now, it's what will happen at the end of the round. That's the winning.
So let me ask you, in something to this effect, has this been going on for some time where, this new style has been introduced and a lot of other shows are doing it, or is something that, we're experimenting to see if it can work around here and then?
No, it's been doing a long time in the Caribbean. Some of the guys they know about the DB Drag for years. They asked about it all year in the years, but we are still accustomed to Mecca. So we tried something different for what they've been asking for and see how they would like it.
Okay, but as you said, it's a new style now. You have to change the way everything.
So we have to decide now if we're going to go forward with it or go back to the old style.
There you go. Now I know you had you said you wanted to make some public announcements.
Yeah, we are publicly apologizing to the show guys them, because at the end of the show we didn't get a chance to give the trophies out or tell who won what with the show part of it. So what we're going to do now, we was deciding if to have a next show or just review some announcement with the. We decided now with the group and the judges them. He judged some of the cars them along with other things, and we reviewed videos and different tapes of different parts of the show. And we decided with the judge and the group that we're going to give out the trophies them. We know who won what and who winners.
When is that going to be announced?
We're planning on doing it on the 19th of October. That's what we're here now to tell about. At next event, we're collaborating with our next group. And that time.
Okay. Alex,
yeah, October 19th, we'll be doing Soapbox Derby. And we're in conjunction with Caribbean Insurance. We're going to be putting on the Soapbox Derby at HLSCC.
This is nothing new. This is something that we've been done before.
This has been done.
For those of the listening audience who doesn't know what you're talking about, explain to them what the Soapbox Derby is all about.
The Soapbox Derby, well, the Soapbox is basically a gravity-propelled vehicle built. It's like a go-kart without an engine.
Right. So it's basically from scratch handmade.
Yes.
You put your own stuff together, but
you put it together.
Hopefully that it'll go fast.
It'll go fast and go straight.
Right. And somebody's there to steer it.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all about the kids.
So it's exactly. So it's for the kids. So for those of you guys who are trying to understand what he's talking about, the Soapbox Derby. If you guys have ever watched TV or watch what's the one with Alpha?
Alpha, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, that's what they're talking about. Where you build a so-called go-kart type vehicle from scratch. You know, back in the days when we had all little
pulley with a rope and a stick and
sticks and wheels on. So now it's a little more advanced. People are adding sides and all that kind of stuff to it. So I think I have a call online. Let me just check this real quick. Good evening, you're on the sports desk?
Yes, Carl. Yes, Carl.
Yes, sir.
Glad to see Mr. Thomas on the show tonight. Tell him I'm sorry that the weather, I just say he couldn't do nothing about it, but I'm sorry that the weather has spoiled the Saturday. Because a lot of people are gearing up for the cash show. But I just say you couldn't do nothing about it. So I just say you plan to do something else further down in October. Coming, not sure, but I just say it seems like you and Bana is a two-man crew.
Well, they have to be the PRO because they're the only one that comes on the show all the time. So I could agree with you on that.
Not really. The other guys mostly we have got guys who are going to be in front and guys who are going to be doing the extra hard work, the labor work. So they are the guys. We just come and report what they tell us to report. So it have other guys really in the group.
You got that?
When they come around the hard work, you don't see much people. But when they're there at the show, you will see a man bringing a pant, a man bringing a pant, say, he a part of the show. But keep up with good works and, don't fail, So I will be listening part of the show.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Now, guys, you had a caller there, but we have to take a quick break so we can get a word from our sponsors. Anything else you wanted to add? The date you said is going to be on the 19th.
It'll be October 19th.
When are you going to make the announcements for the?
We're going to make it at the show itself for the winners of the show part at this Soapbox Derby.
So you're expecting all the people who participated
to be there at the Soapbox Derby to enjoy the day too and get their trophies.
Okay, folks, on that note, we're going to take a quick short break. We'll be right back. Alex has to go to the event, so we'll stick and stand. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
Sports Desk is sponsored by Lime, the better, faster 4G network.
Welcome back, folks. If you just joined us, like I said, on the studio, we have the folks from Bmsa. They're here to discuss the event. As you heard earlier from Roy, the event was supposed to be scheduled for 2 days. Actually, was done in a day or a half day, so to speak. And most of the events was judged, but he didn't get a chance to hand out his trophy. So there's going to be another event, which is Alex is going to explain to us. That's going to be coming up sometime soon, and join us in the studios as Roy left. We have two beautiful young ladies, Jackie Malone and Simone Monsanto. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Now I see Alex have you guys here, so I'm trying to find out from him what's the role now.
Well, these beautiful ladies are from Caribbean Insurance Limited, and they have collaborated with Bmsa to put together the Soapbox Derby. That's going to be October 19th at the Community College, HLSCC.
Now, beautiful ladies, you guys, is this the first time you guys collaborated with the Bmsa in something like this event?
Yes.
And so you guys know what you're getting into?
I think I'm trying, with Alex's help, I think I'll be good.
It's a good event. I think it's an
Yeah.
event for the youths, so it's something positive. So I think you guys are heading in the right direction. I'm glad to see that companies like yourselves, Caribbean Insurance Limited, are collaborating with, like Alex and his crew, Bmsa. They're always in the limelight, doing something positive as usual.
So we're teaming up with the best.
That's right. That's right. That's
And you know,
right.
Carl, we're always talking about the young people, finding something for the young people to do. And this is something that the young people can do and be creative and show their style about it as well.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because this is from scratch, isn't it,
Yeah.
Alex?
Yes.
You have to build from scratch. So I'm
I know.
hoping that if you guys have any young kids, you start
Yes.
you're teeing up with Alex and helping them to show your young kids, what this is all
Yeah,
about.
and it's for their parents and the family to help them,
Right.
and for families and families come together and challenge each other.
Right.
with
This is
the-
your family against my family. So see how good you are.
Yeah.
Now, Alex, like I said, Soapbox Derby is nothing new to us here. So what's the difference? What is it going to be different this year from the other years? What do you guys have planned?
Well, this year we somewhat took a break. It was done in 2008, the
Oh,
last
that's
time.
a long layoff, yes.
Yes, that's a long layoff. And so we're going to have different aspects to it's all going to be a family fun day. Everything for the family,
Yeah, we want it to be a family picnic style day where family come out, have fun. We're gonna have the bouncy castle, the Duncan,
The Duncan booth.
the Duncan booth,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and for the races we're gonna have cash prizes.
Wow.
And I don't know much about the
Trophies.
categories, so Alex will say something about the categories.
Sure.
So
when we say-
are you guys going to be in a dunk box?
Well, we're going to need somebody to show us, so you might have to
No,
just do
I'll be
that.
the one throwing the ball. Yes,
But we talked about family. We're not just looking at mom, dad, children. We want you to bring out the grandparents,
Yeah.
the grandkids, the babies, everybody.
because you have something for basically everybody.
Yeah, and we want the schools to send in an entry each, and even the government department can send in, and any group can send in an entry, youth group, and
Okay, that's interesting. That's very good this year. Folks, if you just joined us, numbers to call 541-7541. You're live on air. We're in the studios with Bmsa. Again, they're discussing a Soapbox Derby that's going to be held at the college, you said?
Yes.
At the HLSCC
HLSCC
college on October
19th.
19th of October, in collaboration with Caribbean Insurance, and they say it's going to be an exciting day. They want everybody to come out and enjoy the fun that they have. It's something just for everyone. And encouraging, you said, groups.
youth groups and government department can send in, challenge each other, like from the maintenance department to the administrative department can challenge sending an entry.
So it's like your office against mine.
Yes.
So you're encouraging all offices and to participate,
Yes.
and even corporate. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's Alex. I guess these ladies have everything on tap. They seem to, have the idea of what they're looking for, and again, it's nothing new for you guys when you participate in events just like this. You guys know what you're looking for when you. You're the voice of. You guys are the voice of Caribbean Insurance. Every time I look around, I hear y'all voices.
This is one event. Is the first time we're doing such sponsor this sort of family event like this. So
we could look forward for you guys doing more stuff like this in the future.
Yes, we're gonna partner with Bmsa more.
Good. At least we know for sure. You got somebody locked in your pocket. I mean, you guys are always doing something good, anyways.
Yeah.
Now, as far as your show, the other part of the show that Roy was talking about, you want to reiterate anything that for the listening audience who wasn't here about that?
Sure. Basically, at the show, we'll be distributing those trophies that were not distributed at the show due to time. So we're asking all the guys to come out and support, bring the kids, family, and have a good time.
Is there a possibility of them bring back out the car or truck or whatever for a showcase, or is that part of it still, or you just want them to show up?
We'd like them to just show up, but we'll see based on
Closer to the time.
Yeah.
And what time is this event scheduled to start?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
And I would also like to mention that there will be a small entrance fee, and whatever money is collected on that day as an entrance fee will be donated on that said day to the hospital.
Oh.
So we're encouraging the public to come out
and support.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, Ms. Malone?
I want to say that we don't want to wait until the last minute. We know how we are here in the territory.
It's a Caribbean thing.
No, we don't want this to be a Caribbean thing. We want people to have time, ample time, to be able to do their soapboxes, be creative, really be creative, have style, so that when it's judged properly and uniquely.
Now, you just mentioned something, Alex, that she just mentioned. You're going to have categories for judging of the soapboxes.
Yes. Yeah. Some of the categories are the best of show, best of paint, the fastest soapbox, best soapbox team. So those come out. Dress ragga. Soapbox.
Well, I know about ragga, that's where we go from. Back in old days, we were ragga, we didn't know anything about soapboxes. But
so graphics and so forth.
So they can go all out.
They can go all out,
And I heard you mention something about schools, so the schools could participate in this.
The school. We want the schools to sign in.
But you have something about, you have something like almost 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
To prepare.
We have the entry form on our website,
Right,
www.caribbeans.com, so they can download the
entry form.
The entry form and the rules.
Okay, so guys, if you like I said, if you're just checking in with us, we're talking about the soapbox races that's going to be held on October 19th. Bmsa along in conjunction with Caribbean Insurers. If you guys are interested and want to be a part of it, like Simone just said, you can find an entrance form on
www.caribbeans.com.
Caribbeans.com. You find entrance form there. You fill it out, send it back into them.
You can do it online, or you can stop by the office, and I'm sure
any member of BMSA will also have on hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Distribute.
So there's phone numbers and stuff that they could contact you guys. Besides Caribbean Insurance.
Contact your contact, and then I can do our contact.
I can get a contact from them. You said any one of you guys from BMSA.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and your numbers?
340-7879-494-2728.
And this is Caribbean Insurance.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside of that, they can go online.
Yes.
Okay. Well, again, ladies, it was a privilege having you beautiful ladies here highlighting my studios. And collaboration with Bmsa. I want to thank you guys again. And anytime you guys have more information, you want to stop by, Alex, you know, you're welcome. If you want to bring along the ladies again, sure. You guys welcome. And again, Caribbean Shows, I thank you guys for a job well done. You guys are always out there in the limelight.
Thank
Carl.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Folks, on that note, coming up next, we got the folks from soccer. They're going to be here to let us know what's going on in that area. So I want you guys to stick and stay, and don't move. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
Sports Desk is sponsored by Lime, the better, faster 4G network.
Welcome back, folks. If you just joined us, again, our number is on the screen, 541-7541, if you want to join us in conversation. Now, join us in the studios this time. We have no other than my co-host and good buddy, Paul on the Ball. He's here, and he has brought a guest with him, so I'll let him introduce his guest.
Wow.
And take it over.
Well, thank you, Carl. Well, I'm so pleased to hear I'm his buddy. I was wondering there. I was beat up with him on the back of the show there, so that we're buddies again, I'm so happy, you know, because
of course.
we go way back, you know.
Of course.
Can I just say good evening to Carl's mom?
By chance she's not here. So.
Oh, but she might listen on, you know,
but I can say hello to your mom.
You can.
Yes.
You know, certainly
Mom, hello.
By the way, Carl is very British now. Have you heard the hello? Because he's been living in England for the last month. But anyway, yes, we do have a guest.
Of course.
It's Mr. Aubrey Liebert, who is the first vice president of the Bvi Football Association, which the Americans refer to as soccer. But the Bvi Football Association is celebrating their 40th anniversary, and Mr. Liebert is here to tell us all about it. Good evening, Mr. Liebert.
Good night to everyone. My name, as you heard Paul said, my name is Aubrey Liebert. I'm here to give you a basic heads up of our 40th anniversary celebration for the BVI Football Association. As chairman, I would like to update you on what we have in store. First of all, as you know, we're starting our month of activity with a church service, one on Tarpola and one in Virgin Gorda, on Sunday 31st August.
That's this Sunday, by the way.
That's this Sunday.
That's this Sunday.
That's this Sunday.
Okay.
We're going to be at the New Testament International Worship Center and the Sanctuary of Hope in Virgin Gorda.
What time on Sunday at New Testament?
9 o'clock Sunday morning and 9:45 in Virgin Gorda.
Is that the same? That's the same church in Borgers Bay with
Pastor Ishmael Charles.
Ishmael Charles. Well, I was there last week Saturday, funnily enough, well, for a funeral for Connie. But I rather enjoyed the singing, so I'm going to go back on Sunday.
You're welcome.
Aren't you Catholic?
I don't get it. I can't enjoy the singing.
Did I put you on the spot?
I believe in God.
Oh, okay.
And I do believe Ishmael Charles believes in God as well.
Okay. I was just asking. But anyway, we're here to listen to Mr. Liebert.
I thought we were here to discuss church.
Mr. Liebert, yes. What is it?
So we have 4 weeks in September, and we have separated the weeks of activities. First week is our youth week, and the second week we have the ladies going to take charge of that. Okay. And the third week is the men's week, which we have a lot of activities planned for that. And the fourth week, we're going to be doing some training, special training for everyone.
Okay.
So, starting on the first and the second, we're going to have visiting of the schools by the coaches of the after-school programs.
Okay.
Trying to send out the registration form so that school children can register.
From the second?
From the second.
Was schools open on the 8th?
Yes, but we are going to be visiting the schools still and
so
speaking with the principals and things like that, and you know.
I think the private schools open earlier. I think.
Earlier, yes.
So you'll be able to go to those, but the public schools you'll have to go the following week. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you miss my son. And I just bought him a pair of football brogues.
Oh yes.
Yes. So.
In case you guys don't know what football brogues is all about, I think they're supposed to be cleats or shoes. Eh?
Yeah. Well, he went to England for a whole month. He took the ball. Very good, Carl. Can I shake your hand in the air?
Okay, I'm sure you can.
Very impressed. By the way, there are lots of ladies that watch you every week, by the way. There are about at least 20 of them.
How do you know that?
They stop me on the road every day. I look at you in car every week, you know. So.
Oh, so they said they look at you.
No, us. They tell you look at you, but they're talking about you.
They look at you and you at me.
They're talking about you.
Mr. Library. Paul is just trying to get himself out of this.
During the month of September too, we're on every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. or 7 to 9, we're going to be having referees training for persons who are interested in becoming referees.
Right.
Because we find over the past years that we only have like 3-4 referees, and it is a problem when you only, you're having games in Virgin Gorda or games in Road Town, and the referees are limited. So we're going to be certifying persons that
I really like that. I'm sure Carl will support
and want to learn the game. So, we are asking everyone, you can register at the football office starting from tomorrow.
How soon is that going to be started, you said?
We're going to start every Wednesday in the month of September. Starting from next Wednesday,
which is the 3rd.
Yes, 3rd of September.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then on Thursday evenings, we're going to be introducing or highlighting the week of activity.
And where will you be doing that?
On JTV.
Oh, you know about that, right?
I got the email, Carl. So did you.
Well, I see you didn't forward it.
No, it came to you too. You didn't check your email.
I do every day. Yes, Mr. Liburd.
Yeah.
So on Thursdays you'll be with us.
You'll be with us, yes.
I'll be with y'all.
And we will look forward to it.
But I'm not going to be here every Thursday.
But someone will be here.
You may send a pretty girl the following week.
Well,
so Carl gets
sure, the ladies will come on
Ladies' Week. Ah, there you go.
Well, they should have Ladies' Week every week, Paul.
Well, my wife might be happy about that.
And by the way, good evening, Mrs. Paul. I must see to it that he behaves himself this evening.
Well, I didn't want to mention there's so many ladies that are watching me as it is. I didn't want to mention her.
Oh, so now he's admitting that the ladies watch him,
No, but they talk about you. They watch me to see you.
Mr. Liburd, please, can you continue?
Okay, that same week for Youth Week, we're going to be having a cinema night for the younger players, we're going to organize a cinema night where they'll have maybe a football game or some sort of show that we'll be able to educate them a little bit more of what we're doing, where football is concerned. And we're going to have some youth games on the 8th, which is a Saturday.
Okay.
We're going to bring in our St. Thomas youths, the under 13 boys,
Very
that
nice.
they just
Yes.
went to St. Martin and did so well.
Yeah, they whipped them.
And then the under 15 girls went to Caymans. They also did
very well.
Pretty good too. So we're going to be having games for the under 13 and the under 15 on the 8th of September. Also on starting the Ladies' Week, we're going to start with a practice match on the 7th to select our national women team to play against the USVI senior national team.
Wow.
Because, we have a lot of ladies, even though we are not running a league right now, we have a lot of ladies that are playing soccer and can play. But, we need to give everybody a fair chance, so we're going to give them a practice game.
Well, Aubrey, the last time I watched the female ladies play, the lady that scored the goal for the BVI broke her hand. But that was nearly 2 years ago now.
Yes.
Well, a year ago. So she should be well and good now. So that means your main striker should be back.
Unfortunately, she have left the island since, but we have some fairly young stars that are capable of...
Talking about that, I saw just up to today, I saw some young girls back out there.
Yes, they started training.
That's the national team, that's a junior national team.
Oh, that's it.
Yes. They started training from today, and we're hoping that they can do very well, because, we're going to have a ladies' league coming up as soon after the 40th anniversary.
And of course, Kate was here. And
She was here.
I did an interview with her, so you have to let me know if you want me to run that interview or when, so you discuss it with the secretary.
Yes,
I will. We did an interview with Kate. She was the coach here from the UK.
That was her second time here,
Her
second time, yes.
We were here, Carl and I were here for her first time. And I tell you what, she's gotten a lot stricter when she came back the second time. She was like a sergeant major. But she wants results. So one of the things she emphasized with me when I interviewed her, and I hope we get a chance to see it, is that she really wants to come back. Something about the BVI, Carl, our Virgin Islands, the people just want to come back.
Well, we're virgins. We're easily taken advantage of.
Well, she wanted to help. She wasn't trying to take
course.
advantage.
We all wanna help.
I think one of
Yes.
the thing too is that she see that the BVI have a lot of potential.
Potential, yes.
But-
And
but
that's why
I'll be honest
she
with
are
you.
willing to come and help us
Yes, she
develop
was-
what we have.
And she's a student, by the way. She's
I'll be honest with you, Libert, and I think that goes across all of the sports. We have potential. It's just the development
Yeah.
is what we need to get structured. And I think I want to ask a question when you finish with that about
Yeah.
that.
Okay, but I wanted to make a comment before. I don't know how far you'd reached, but just along the same lines, just to let everyone know that the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, I just throw that one in there. The Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, in conjunction with the BVI Football Association and the Department of Culture, thank you, Ms. Luce Smith Hodge, have all participating or culminating together to have a nicknaming of the BVI national men's team, and it is on Lotus for the government workers, the public workers, and for private it's been on the air, and I'm now obviously saying it's also been on ZBVI, and we're asking you to send in to either send in your what you think the BVI football team can be nicknamed. And there could be very many lovely names. I don't want to try and create one for you, because you may have a name that is so spectacular that. But there will be a special prize or something for you if you win. But we are certainly asking everyone to send in a name to the Football Association or to the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. It's in the Ward building on the second floor, and let us know what you think the BVI national team should be nicknamed. Of course, Trinidad are the Soca Warriors, and Jamaica are the Reggae Boys. So what should we be, the BVI Boys?
Well, Paul, you said that so well. I'm wondering if that was a paid ad. You just.
I'm hoping I get paid for it.
Oh, okay. Just okay.
Are you off for it?
Now, folks, if you're just joining us, our numbers are on the screen, 541-7541. If you want to join in, a text just came in, Paul. I
Sure.
think I need to read it.
Absolutely.
It's not in conjunction with what we're talking about.
It's about horse racing, is it?
The question is,
No,
why,
we're not going to
why
St. Croix.
can't the Young Legs participate in any other basketball league? Do you have an answer for that?
That is untrue. I totally disagree with that. Where did that person get that idea from? That is incorrect. You need to get your facts right, and that is incorrect. There's no one that has ever said, the BVI Federation at no point in time has ever said that the Young Legs can only participate in the Men's National League. What was stated last week is that the Young Legs did not qualify because they were the defending champions to qualify to take part in the Save the Seed League. So that is incorrect if that is where you're coming from. I thought I'd nip that in the bud straight away.
Very
Next.
good. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Yes, Mr. Library, we're back to you.
Yes, and continuing the second week, we're gonna have the ladies. School will be open at that time, so we're gonna have the ladies going to the high schools and try to get some registration form in there for some of the younger women to start playing soccer. And then we have our referee training continue on the Wednesday, and back to our TV show on the Thursday. Now on the
JTV TV show.
JTV show. On the 12th, we have an open house at the BVI Football Association.
And where is it?
From
Where is the BVI Football Association?
Botanic Garden, up just across from Happy Lions in Road Town.
Excellent.
And everyone is invited. We're going to have
That
various...
includes Carl? He's invited as well?
He's
But
invited
of
to-
course, I'll be doing the referee.
Okay. Let's check it.
we're going to be having, selling some of our, like, uniforms and balls.
The old uniforms or new uniforms?
Well, some of our national gears and
Okay.
things like colors and different things. Football materials we're going to be selling, and while you're there, you can look at some videos of games that we had played before, and you can have a drink while you're there.
Now, let me ask you, Mr. Leber, what was the highest level play of football for us here in the British Virgin Islands? How far did we get?
Well, we won the Leeward Island tournament in, I think it was 84 or 80.
That's back in Paul's days.
Well, I actually played for the national team then, so that tells you.
Yeah, so I can't remember the exact.
I rest my case.
I think it's 83, but
that was the highest level.
Yeah, that's
we
what
have
the
ever achieved.
highest level.
But our highest ranking.
But right now,
our highest ranking was just about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Our highest ranking, where we were ranked just over 100. I think it was 107.
Okay.
So that's our highest ranking.
And what
world ranking, that is.
Yes. What what league did we? What tournament did we?
But you have to qualify. You have
You
to
have
start
to
with
qualify. You know, you have to play against one of the smaller
See.
territories because what we find they used to do in the past is they used to put us to play against people like Jamaica and things. There's
Right.
no way the BVI could compete.
No.
So now they do it in a different format.
Yes.
You know, we might probably play against the USVI or maybe
We played against Haiti or
some
Saint
a
Kitts.
smaller country. You know, and then from there you move on up the ladder.
Yeah.
And
No.
then
I don't want to stray a little bit from what you got going on, but I had another question. I know you guys just fairly break ground in East End for your stadium. What is the status on that? We haven't heard anything since.
Well, you know, with FIFA, they're gonna make sure that everything is right before they actually do anything. But I think what happened last week, we were
Is that
running
gonna be-
a test
Yeah.
to see if we can put in an authentic soil ground.
Yeah.
So that's what hold us back a little bit. So we had to bring in someone to study the area, do some tests. Plus, he had to meet different people here that he think might be able to do the work or whatever. So that's the whole up.
Right.
So now we're waiting on FIFA to just approve everything, and then we're ready to go.
So is that going to be part of your celebrations? Any
Well-
word on that?
Well,
in
that's
there?
long term.
No, that's long term, and right now is nothing we can do other
So
than.
this is
saying-
just for the month of September?
Just
Yes.
just for the month of September.
Okay.
Yeah. But if I could just add to what you're saying, and obviously being the vice president, he would know. But from our end, what we understood was that it was a process, and FIFA wanted to dot all the I's and cross all the T's,
Yes.
basically. And so there were some issues that they were still unhappy with. So in principle, they have approved it, but there's still a few things that they want to get ironed out before they sign the final contract. Call?
Okay, yes, before you continue, we have a caller. Good evening, you're on the sports desk?
Yes, Paul and Carl. Me again. I glad you touched
The stadium.
the stadium. where I hope they don't get no local person to lay down the grass in that stadium, because we don't have nobody who can lay down grass in a stadium, because they screw up the one in town. And I think that if they're doing this thing up there, they got to do it professional. Because this one in town ain't do well. Because that one, I don't know how players still down there playing soccer on that field. Because that field is terrible. Got a lot of holes, bumper, kind of thing. And I don't know if nobody didn't tell nobody to go in and dig back it up and grass it again. But I am really surprised that I hear nothing for a big field like there is sports. Nobody's speaking about having cricket playing. You know, and cricket is a thing that you see on TV now. I hear nothing about cricket, and if you're making a stadium like that, they should have cricket as a party that you can hold the crowd Eastern. Come on, man. It seems like somebody leaving cricket out, and that's a big thing going on today in all countries today. You know, you will need hotels and things like that when you bring big cricket in the country. But right now, I say let me see Miss Brother Ben, who are part of this, to ask him what about cricket as a professional sports going to every country, what happened to the BVI if it have a cost on cricket. Nobody care about having cricket match in the BVI. You understand? But I would like to see that somebody come in and do the field, grass in the field, and also I would like to see them regrass that ground down there, because it was done terrible, really terrible. Sorry for who like what he said, but I say it anyhow. But that field down there, I don't know how people could come and expect that and have cricketers, not cricketers, soccer players, playing on that ground there where the grass didn't done very well. It was terrible. But Paul,
Yes, sir.
the next thing, you see the little house down by the hospital, the what do you call it? Where they can
Rainbow Home?
where they can host practice with boxing and different sports instead of knocking it down. They across from the hospital.
Oh, the little gym that they had over there, yes.
You know, I want, yeah, I want the, and I see they can make a use of that.
Well, Carla, I understand you want to talk a lot about that thing, but right now we're on the 30 o'clock, so I want you to hold up point for next Thursday when we come on, because we have a lot of topics to discuss. So.
Carla early, that's a good point.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing up that, because I wanted to speak on that too. So hold on thought for me until next week.
I will hang up and listen.
Yeah, hold on thought for me until next week.
All
right, thanks.
Just very quickly on the other point that he made, he's correct about the ground, and what was suggested, which the president and the Big Ten at the time wasn't even expecting, and was quite pleased that FIFA was talking about assisting with a synthetic surface. In Greenlands. Now that's a good and a bad thing. I'll tell you why. A good thing because you now have a guaranteed surface. The challenge I find with synthetic surfaces is that if you fall hard, you can get a really bad burn on your skin, and so that is the downside of it. But there's a lot more positive to it than it is. If you get a really nasty tackle as well, it will be a bad break because there's no give. The ground, a natural ground gives. Synthetic surfaces don't give. But those are the negatives of it. The positives are actually a lot more positives. And football it's not American football, so you don't usually see that sort of, it's not a contact sport. So you really shouldn't get those sort of injuries, really. But yes, the caller is correct that, it has to be done correctly. And not only that, but he's also correct in saying that the grounds in town certainly need to be fixed. And yes, caller, last but not least, Carl is waiting for me to mention it. I don't really want to get into it tonight. But certainly cricket does need a home, yes. And Greenland is good for junior cricket, but certainly cricket needs a ground for senior cricket to be played.
Now, on that note, Mr. Liebert, I know we strapped for time, so if you could just run over something real quick so we could...
a rebuttal.
Yes.
Yeah, well...
I know you have a month of September planned.
Yeah, we're not leaving our voting order. On the same night, on the 12th, we're going to be having a bingo in voting order. Okay. So they're not left out of the activities. Also, on the 13th is our big celebration when we have our award ceremony. And we are hoping to have Mr. Jeff Webb.
Okay, Jeff from Cayman Islands.
President.
Yes, I met him.
He should be here as our guest speaker.
Now let me just say, we had a...
Paul, please, can you let Mr. Liebert
No, I have to say this.
We're on the timing of the clock.
Well, they'll have to give it a couple of minutes more. Listen, Jeff Webb is a very special man. Yeah. I met him personally in the Cayman Islands. The guy is a very special guy. You want to see what he's done to soccer in the Caymans. If we could do half what he's done in the Caymans, with any sport, believe me, the guy has drive. And he has brought millions of dollars into the Cayman Islands, trust me.
But you know what? You just raised up the ants. That's because you're going to make me now respond to what you said.
Please do. Please do.
That's a very man language.
I have to mention.
Remember, I know my producers are saying that it's the turn of the clock. So let me.
But you're a special guy, Carl. You deserve it. And you're British, so
yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Go ahead and wrap up.
Okay, on the 14th, we're going to have a friendly match with the ladies from the USVI against the BVI. That's going to be at 5 p.m. And one of our bigger event that we have is on the 26th. We're also going to be having a bingo at the Roton Police Station. We're hoping that the price will be well over $1,000. So we're asking persons to come and support. Right. We're going to be having some of the female to model and things like that.
Right.
And on the 19th, we have the St. Vincent national team coming over to play against the BVI national team men. So we have a lot in store.
I have one question though, before Carving season. Just one last point. This is very important.
As you guys can see, I can't get him to shut up.
I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned because I haven't heard what the date for the ball. You can't
He just said that.
He didn't say the ball. He said a domino game or something. He hasn't mentioned the ball. What is the date for the ball?
The ball?
Yes, you have to have a ball. People can dress up nicely and
go to
the
ball will be on the 13th. When just have award ceremony.
Yes. With the award ceremony, the ball?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that. I'm not on the ball. I'm off the ball.
You're talking so much, you're not listening.
And luckily, we're going to have our celebration this year at the Multipurpose Center.
So where is the ball being held?
No, that we're not having a ball. We're having the award ceremony at
Where is
the
it being held?
multipurpose at the multipurpose center.
Okay.
In
So you can dress up.
So you can dress up. The dress is the dress code is formal.
And they're serving food and everything, man.
Yes, you can have food. You can have. We're not having a dinner, but
And listen, we're in the time of the clock. Carl wanted to ask a question. Carl, go ahead.
No, I wanted to
I just-
respond to you, but I
Yeah,
wanted
go
Mr.
ahead.
Leiber to
Yeah,
finish.
Yeah, he's
just let
finished.
me,
Oh, one more? Okay.
yes, and on the 26th, I think we're gonna be having a domino tournament with all the football clubs in the BVI too.
Okay.
And then we gonna be having that is also gonna be soup night, we call it.
So
You know, where the
yes.
various clubs will.
People love the game and they play a lot.
Yeah, the winner will get a trophy, but we'll have a soup night where the different clubs will cook a certain soup.
that kind of soup.
The nation soup, like
Oh,
if
oh.
they
Like
Yeah.
our pea soup.
Love,
Like we got pea soup.
Like,
One Love will do the Jamaican curry
soup,
or whatever,
yeah, yeah.
and then
And
you
the
know
Trinidad
the
will do
Haitian
the-
team
yeah.
will.
and the Grenadians will do the
Yes.
oil down.
Yeah.
Oil down. What is that team?
Yeah.
All right,
So
yes.
we are hoping that we'll have all these activities in the month of September, and we're asking the public to support us as we go through our 40th anniversary. And we're going to be also honoring, I think like 12 more persons on the 13th, on an award ceremony when we have our presentation.
I know you don't want to. I don't want to let the names out very soon, but
No,
would you
I
just
don't.
whisper and say, "Is Carl by any chance on the list?"
No,
Paul,
he's
can you
not.
let Mr. Leiber finish? We're tearing the clock, and I want to respond to you.
Okay, please do this.
Mr. Leiber, are we good?
Yeah, we're good, yeah.
No,
Mrs.
Paul
Scatley?
made a statement a while ago, folks, about this young
Jeff
man
Webb.
from Cayman.
Jeff Webb.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think, Paul, that we have people here too who can excel just as well as he can. It's just that the powers may be normally fit the wrong people in the wrong places. So things like this can't happen. And I'm hoping by the statement that you made and what my good friend here is
Yes,
saying that
all
things,
reliable.
Yeah.
things can start to change because
Yes.
with change comes a lot of.
But you have to understand that Aubrey is not the president of the,
I
just
fully
president
will
of
understand.
the Caymans.
I'm actually talking to you now.
He's also the president of the
You're the
regional
representative of the
CONCACAF.
governor of the government here in this conversation. So you
Oh,
just
we're
open a can of worms.
Oh,
But I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna let him finish. But Mr. Leibert, I want to thank you again.
Did he get a final word?
Yes,
No,
he can.
I just want to say that during the month ahead, other persons will be coming and sharing what they're doing for that week. So you'll be keep informed and everything.
But you'll be back. You'll be back.
But I'll be back before
Yeah,
the month.
We
of
enjoyed
September.
our night with you.
Yes,
We
I just
you
want to
back.
stress too on one thing that he said.
Don't
If you guys are
stress,
interested in being a referee,
Referee,
said,
you
yes.
can register at the BVI football
and every
office.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday night
training.
from 7 to 9 o'clock. There's training at the thing. We have a chain qualified referee that's going to be instructing or doing the instructing.
Okay.
We're going to be also having coaches and things like that, courses for coaches.
That's good.
We're going to be doing a lot.
That's good. I want to thank you again, Mr. Leiber, because we're on a tiring clock, and I don't want Paul to say anything else on this one.
Did I get a final word?
No, you don't. I just want to thank you again for coming through. You're going to be here every Thursday for the
Every
rest
Thursday
of the month of
during
September.
the month of September.
And if you guys could look forward to a lot more information that's going to be coming out from Mr. Leiber and the Football Association. So, on that note, I want to thank you again.
Can I just remind
Paul.
folks the naming of the football, of the nickname of the football.
And I'm going to have to charge him for this ad that he's putting on right now, guys.
The Youth Affairs and Sports, along with Culture and the Football Association, we want you to send it in to the Football Association or to DYAS. The naming, what do you want to name the national football team? It's a nickname. We're not changing the name of the national football team. We're adding a nickname like Reggae Boys or the Soca Warriors. We're going to be the BVI Cool Boys. Or whatever.
Now, on that note, folks, I just want to say again, if you joined us earlier, we had the folks on Bmsa. They're going to be having a soapbox derby on October 19th at the HLSCC grounds in collaboration with Caribbean Insurance. So we want you guys to come out and support that. Again, Football Association, Mr. Leiber, we want you to support what they're going on for the month of September, 40th anniversary. I have a list of events. You guys could come out and support that. So on that note, Paul, I have to say that it's been good, and you've taken up most of Mr. Leibert's time. So on that note, folks, stick and stay.
Until next week.
There you go.
Good sports, sir.
Sports Desk is sponsored by Lime, the better, faster 4G network.